I'm guessing we're towards the end of the game. I'm guessing. Okay, logging in. Let's not mess with anything. Let's just go to Doki Doki. Well, pictures? New pictures? Okay, does it tell me what's new? Oh, okay, yeah. More poems. More poems, okay. Okay, that's Yuri. That's Sayori. Backgrounds. Okay, so there's a couple of places I haven't been to yet. I'm curious how many of these I will have unlocked by the time I finish the game in the next hour, probably. My god, I have that loud for me. There we go. So, today is the day of the festival, and we are supposed to be meeting Sayori there and the rest of the club so that we can go and have a great time and recite our poems. That's kind of where we left off. We also just admitted we love Sayori, and for some reason, it wasn't what she really needed. So, there's that. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently roll it up to take with me. Oh, she left it here with me? Oh. Well, it's going to get ruined way before it gets there. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over, so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great. I don't like that it's so quiet. Tai, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like, and I just submitted it. So, that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. Again, I shit talking her all the time. When it's not a choice I'm making, I'm kind of mean. I say that, but I suddenly remember that what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. There you go. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. Yeah. Uh-huh. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Tai. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. I'm still not liking the whole non-music thing. There's no sound. But I stammer embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason, I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poems is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Okay, that's not good. Just get out of my head over and over. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving. She said to me, what did This is, okay, this is Sayori's poem, which means, who is she? Who's the she she's talking about? Is that Monica? Because Monica did have a conversation with her, and I never got to know what was said. Ah, what is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Tai? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so... well, all right. Try not to take too long, okay? Ah. Okay. I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls that out to me. I quicken my pace. I'm gonna strain myself. I'm going to rush back. Yeah, this might be bad. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her. Yeah, I don't see why you didn't. Everything you learned about her yesterday, she wanted things to go back to normal. I know that much, but I could have waited. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. The dead silence is not a good sign to me. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Yeah, the fact that I think it's a really bad sign, by the way, that Monica had that poem and wasn't concerned, didn't say anything, like she knew all about what happened yesterday between me and her. Like, none of this is good. I'm assuming we're about to walk in on a bit of a crime scene here. Something bad happened. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. I don't think you should. I don't think this does not feel right. What? How could I be so oblivious? I'll do whatever it takes to make sure this is okay. And then, like, I don't like my main character. This is like Dying Light all over again. The main character is not the best. Like, I understand you more now that we're close to the end of the game, but come on. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. Not a good sign. Really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Yeah, that's not good. An exception has occurred. Game script chapter 5 are... What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? Oh, the music change is not good. It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. You don't really know that much about Sayori, so to be fair, you don't know that. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppress the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then, why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. I had a feeling that was that was already like a bad connection. I love you so what was it that she said? I love you so much I could die. Unhealthy connection. Unhealthy like thing going on there. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Correct. This is what I meant about like me not actually listening to her. And my character would do that without my input, you know? So, something tells me that like there was nothing I could have done about this specific thing, given how I'd played at least the first half of the game, because my character pretty much ignored my character pretty much always ignored everything that Sayori ever wanted. When she would tell him, this is what I want, he'd be like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Do it this way. Or in yesterday's case, he was like, I don't care. I don't need to know anything about what's going on with you. I'm just gonna help. I'm just like, okay. She's telling you the way she gets help is by everything staying the same. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the opposite of that, right? By telling her I love her, by telling her that I want to be with her, but by also kind of like being with Yuri too, in almost the same way. Like that was almost weird. That almost became something, but it didn't. Who am I kidding? It became something. She literally put my finger in her mouth. That's weird. But she even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? This is what I mean. Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent just this scenario. If I just spent more time with her, that's what we already did, buddy. Just keep up with us. Walked her to school and remained friends with her like it always has been. Okay, you could have remained a little more connected. Then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Yeah, everyone tells himself this. That's also the thing. Sometimes you just don't have control over what people are thinking and what they're going through. And the most you can do is offer to help. And you offered. You did do that, but you kind of did it in a slightly odd way where she probably didn't feel listened to, but it's what she always wanted, but it's confusing. There's a lot going on. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Now, which one is it? Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Of course it is. What are you talking about? Of course it is. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. Never. Never, 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 never. Jesus. End. Really? End. Oh, okay. We just load into the happy music? Oh, that doesn't look good. What's that? Oh, that's not good. Okay. Something looks a little different about Sayori, everyone. Can you tell? That doesn't seem good. I am very curious. We also didn't get to save, so I don't think I should leave. I was gonna try to close it and open it and see if it was different after getting whatever ending I got. I don't think this is the end, is the thing. Because it didn't let me save. There was no end sequence. There wasn't really anything. So I'm gonna check the settings just in case anything is weird. Okay. What's this? Oh. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just saw an idle in front of me, idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Oh. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Always walked to school alone? I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyways. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Yeah, okay. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Yeah, it's a good start. Tai? I don't like it. I don't like it. Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? You were but it was no. Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other.